And then the nostalgia of opening packs. Tell us a little bit about that. So you said you experienced it recently. I mean, I will never forget we were at the flea market when I was a kid, and it was when Pokemon like first started, and there was like 3/4 of a booster box left, and my dad, the guy was like, "How much do you want?" And it was like, $3 a pack. I think there's 30 packs. I had very, very generous parents. I love my mom and dad, and my dad said, "Fine, here, we'll get you." And I'm opening these packs in the car, and I'm ripping through these things. And I will never forget holding that first Charizard. I
Oh,
still
nice.
have it to this day. It's not a first edition; it's a shadowless Charizard. Uh,
Oh, nice.
yeah,
That's great.
yeah, and I will never forget as long as I live. And my mom recently brought over my cards. I just purchased my first house, and I opened up the binder, and I'm like, you get those feelings, man, all over again. You see those cards, and you're just like, oh, I can't believe this.
That's what it's all about, man. This hobby, we got to try and sometimes we need to take a step back. I'll at least speak for myself. Sometimes I need to take a step back and look at the collection and look at it for what it is. And it's moments like that, all those memories that you make, the connections that you make. It's the journey to acquire that collection, which is what it's all about for me. The fun opening packs, the buying a quarter of a booster box. Your dad got them at $3 a pack, gave them to you, and you opened a shadowless Charizard. You'll never forget that moment. You still have that card. You bought a house, you're flipping through the binders, you still have that card.
Yep.
That's what it's all about. This is a really, really fun hobby. Sometimes we need to take away the money part, keep the money part aside, and remember, we're not here. Most of us aren't here because of the money. We're here because we love the hobby. Now, things definitely change over time. Like for me, trying to make this a full-time thing, I need money for it to be a full-time thing. Otherwise, it's not sustainable, right? So now I found myself with more of a balance between both loving the hobby, nostalgia, etc., and also I need to make it support myself. But it started off with just fun, just opening some packs, trading in Pokemon Silver with my link cable at recess when I was in elementary school. Like it was staying up late, having sleepovers, playing Pokemon together. That's what it's all about. So much fun. There's so much value in Pokemon. So again, I'll just to repeat myself, because I think it's really, really important. Sometimes we got to take a step back and remember it's not all about the money, because it seems like that has been a hot point of interest within Pokemon lately. It's not all about that. That's a part of it now. It's been more of a part as time goes on with each year that progresses, but it started off with something else. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree with you more. And that's one of the big reasons that I wanted to have you on the show, is because I wanted to ask somebody that has that passion and has that nostalgia, probably a lot more than most, especially now that it's your full-time career. What do you think of these celebrities, the Logan Pauls and the Steve Aokis and the Logics, stepping in and doing these, massive breaks and selling these cards? And I mean, it for me, you see it and you're like, this is amazing. I mean, it's going to, grow the hobby, and they're going to bring in their followers and into the hobby. But I don't know if they're bringing them in for the right reason. You know what I mean? So what are your thoughts on all of that?
So this is a super polar point of discussion. I have found most people to be very for it or very against it.
Okay.
So this is my opinion. Once again, if anyone has a different opinion, that's totally okay, and I'll respect
Somebody
that.
has a different opinion. Put it in the comments.
Yeah, put it in the comments. Let's discuss it.
Let's start a comments war right now,
Oh,
and we'll get some traction on this. But yeah, I agree with where you're going with this. Go ahead.
So I think that at the end of the day, if it's promoting Pokemon, I think it's a good thing. I think that they're giving and spreading the love of Pokemon. Yes, money is definitely a part in it when this is the point of discussion, but they're spreading awareness for Pokemon and the love for Pokemon, and helping get people back into Pokemon, newly into Pokemon, more educated in Pokemon. Like, I didn't know about Gold Stars until like 2015 or 2016, and Steve Aoki bought a complete PSA 10 Gold Star set. I bet you that him doing that educated a ton of people that, whoa, these are super rare cards. They have a Gold Star. There's only 27 of them, I'm pretty sure. The rarity of opening them is like 1 in every 2 to 3 box. Don't quote me on that. Between 1 and 3 boxes, they're rare cards to pull. I think that it's good. I think it's good at the end of the day. A con is that in early 2019, I was trying to position myself to get a first edition base set PSA 10 Charizard. Early 2020, one of the two. Sorry, I forget. For COVID, it's just totally making time just not even a thing anymore. I'm just getting lost in time. I was positioning myself to try and get that because I had a 9 and I wanted to upgrade to a 10, and I was going to use some of the 9 equity to help me get the 10. So I was putting some feelers out there, trying to first source one, ideally within Canada, because I don't really want to have to get that to cross the border, and I don't have to cross the border with it. So I just don't want problems to come. If it's already in Canada, that's the ideal. So I tried to and put out some feelers, but sure enough, a little bit of time passes. The card keeps going up in value, goes up in value, goes up in value. And I think that a lot of these celebrities getting into the game has played a big part in that, both for spreading awareness for Pokemon, causing, more demand, which I think is great. But it has also caused the prices of the cards to increase, which has now taken that card notably out of reach for me. So it's possible that I'll never be able to get that card. It's possible that maybe one day I will, though that's certainly not in the foreseeable future. But where it was once achievable, with these series of events over the last year and a half, 2 years, it no longer is for me, which is a little bit sad because it's the card and I really want the card. But I'm extremely, extremely happy to have a 9. It's the difference between a 9 and a 10 isn't very much, it's just a little collector picky. I want the best of the best in terms of Pokemon sort of thing. It's not a necessity. I just want it. So that's okay. But yeah, I think a lot of people are in the same boat, that it's a lot of these cards are getting more and more out of reach because of the demand and the awareness that has spread globally for Pokemon, especially as of recently. So you'll find people on both sides of the spectrum there for sure.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And, that, you can tell by your passion, how much, you want the PSA 10, and then just, what you think of the hobby and think of collecting. So, one of the ways we can get you there is that we need to get you commissioning more cards. We need to find you more
That's
cards.
right.
So how can people find you so we can make this happen?
Okay, well, I'm on Instagram at Joshua Ottawa, and you can find me on YouTube as well at Joshua Ottawa. Starting to put out a little bit more videos, a little more consistent. I think that there's a lot of value in me putting out those videos, and it again we'll go on a little tangent unless you're pressed for time here.
No rush.
Okay, so I was never going to do the YouTube thing. There's no way I'm going to do it full time. I'm only doing it when I feel like it, when stuff comes up that I feel is worthy for me to share. The reason I made the YouTube account was because Instagram is great for spreading my love for Pokemon, my collection, connecting with others. But there's something different about having a full on, like me being able to go on my computer or my TV and full screen some of my YouTube videos and look back in years to come about some of the highlights in my collecting journey. And I wanted to further document these highlights in my collecting journey. So it wasn't just on my Instagram. I could make like full on videos if I wanted to on like collection purchases or these, 15, 30-minute, whatever PSA returns that come in. It's something different about watching it on a big screen, like my laptop or computer, or rather on my TV, than simply having it on Instagram. So you can reach me on there as well if you want, at Joshua Ottawa. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs so that I can live stream mobile, so that when I get PSA returns, I can do it from the convenience of like my computer desk, for example, or rather my kitchen table, instead of having to be plugged into a computer to go live. So that's probably dragged on a little too long there. You can reach
No,
me
I
on
get it. So we need
Ottawa.
to make sure that we give you some love and support. So I'm going to go ahead and put Joshua's link in the for his Instagram and his YouTube in the bio of this video and the details down below. Again, man, this was incredible. I can't thank you enough for your insight and your love and your passion for Pokemon. I think it is a hobby and and something that's going to keep growing. We need to keep supporting the hobby. And thank you so much. And if you guys could do me a favor, the viewers out here, if you guys like this video, make sure you smash the like button and then smash the subscribe button so we can get more guests on here like Joshua. Support him, commission cards through him, take care of him. Thank you, my friend. And thank you all for watching. We will see you soon.
Take care, guys. Thanks for having me.